Hey guys, today's video is to explain why I see clearly in the Bible that the saints and the church will go through the tribulation in the end times. In Matthew 24, verse 29 to 31, I'm going to skip some sentences, but I'll put the whole passage in the caption. It says, immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun will be darkened, etc., etc. Then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in heaven, etc. Then they will see the Son of Man coming in the cloud of heaven, and he will send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they will gather together his elect. So, from this passage, what do we see? Immediately after the tribulation, some signs happen. Then Jesus returns. Then he sends his angels, and the angels will gather together his elect. And that's what we see happens. So, very simply, without overcomplicating, we see that that's what happens. Then there's Matthew 24, verse 21 says, for then there will be great tribulation, such as has not been since the beginning of the world until this time, no, nor ever shall be. So it's basically the greatest tribulation there is, to paraphrase. And then verse 22 says, and unless those days were shortened, no flesh would be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days will be shortened. So it doesn't make sense to say that if the saints won't have to go through the tribulations, then why is it that it would say that those days will be shortened for the elect's sake? That would surely means that the elects will be there during that time, during this great tribulation, which is the greatest tribulation actually. And that thanks to God, those days will be shortened for the elect's sake. Otherwise, no flesh would be saved. And then there's Revelation chapter 7, verse 14, where John says, and I said to him, Sir, you know. And he said to me, these are the ones who come out of the great tribulation and washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. So again, it's very clear from this verse in Revelation that there will be people that have come out of the saints, that have come out of the great tribulation, that are righteous because of the blood of the Lamb. So as a believer, prepare, because you don't want to be like the foolish virgins which were not ready and they couldn't actually enter, but be wise and prepare.